The gang is here. The gang is here, and everybody's here. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday night. Who do we have on? Michael Mazza, Kyle Gibbs. What's the good word? The gang, the OGs are here. Udel's in the house. Yes, Udel, my manager's here. We got a whole bunch of other people coming at some point, too. All right. Hey, guys. What's going on? Danny J's in the house. Yeah, Hirsch is here. I miss baseball, too. I really do. And I'm let me fix my chair here for a second. Okay. I miss, we should be watching spring training games right now. Mookie Betts. What's happening, Mookie Betts? Udel. Aviation, structural mechanic, F4, F5 fighters. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. Danny J's in the house, man. Yeah. I mean, we should be honestly, I mean, this is what I'm doing. I'm eating a chocolate hot fudge sundae. Make myself feel better. Oh. And my standard ice water. But like, Junior's in the house. What's good? Chris Schmidt's in the house. What's happening, man? It's crazy, man. Jason Long, what's happening, buddy? Very, very cool. I mean, we should be watching spring training games right now, at least the first beginning spring training games. And you know, based on what's happened over the last 6 days now, it is the appearance of, you know, these guys trying to do something significant or trying to make it look like they do something significant. Even though the Major League Baseball Players Association, the union, they put forward some significant moves today, and they were just flat out rejected by the owners. So, you know, big boys here. Ephraim's here. Gary's here. What's happening, man? Well, I don't know, Mookie. The players' union suggested that they might pull out of the meeting tomorrow, based on how the owners reacted this evening. So, my guess, I mean, at the end of the day, I think they'll wind up showing up because at the end of the day, you know, they're going to wind up losing a lot of money. So, they have to meet tomorrow. They have to, and they have to meet Monday. There's just no two ways about it. These people need to be meeting every day. I don't know why they skipped the first pretty much 6 weeks in December and part of January. They should have been meeting then too. But now they've dug themselves in a hole, and neither side wants to compromise, and it's hurting the game, and it's turning off a lot of fans. No, Junior, the Brooklyn, yeah. Well, I watched the Knicks. So that's not much better, Junior. But I get you. I hope Ben Simmons plays well in Brooklyn, man. I really do. Harden was unfortunately just not a fit there. And I mean, it looks like he'll probably be a better fit in Philadelphia. But, you know, I'm looking for, you know, I'm already Xing the days for NFL free agency. And that starts in a couple weeks. So, picks no. Well, I want to see Matt Olson as a Yankee too. David Travis, what's happening, man? I don't think there's going to be a deal by Monday either, David. And a lot of the MLB insiders are suggesting the same thing, meaning there's going to be some regular season games lost. And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, it's probably going to wind up being my guess. And I see you putting out your trades, Mazza. I'm not ignoring you. I'm paying attention to your trades too, buddy. Hola, see what's happening, man. What's going on? All is well. I hope the same thing for you. Roger Ware, old-time baseball legends are rolling in their grave. Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, look at all the other sports. Like, these guys get through these collective bargaining things, and they get through them. You know, baseball all across the world. It's just MLB, you know, and it's also one of the strongest unions in the world out there. But, like, Mazza, keep putting them out, man. Don't worry. I'm not going to miss them. This is constant with the MLB Players Union and the MLB owners. They don't want to pay the young players. They just don't. Tina, Conky, how are you? Oh, I appreciate that. I'm glad you're, you know, getting some insight and stuff like that. And my goal is to keep, you know, the 161 Mafia, which is us, as informed as possible, just so you can see what's going on, get a feel for how both sides are you know, responding to each other, and at the very least have the updated information. So, on the Ukraine heading to another world war. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Exactly, Billy. It puts things into perspective. I mean, you know, Ukraine has shown some serious resolve, man. A lot of respect, man. A lot of respect. Freddie Freeman, I have a feeling he's going to wind up going to the Dodgers for all 27. I really do. Trade Rob Manfred for Jacques Strathmore by Carlton Fisk after catching 2 games with nice in the summer of 1975 tour, and it's nice and sweaty and moldy. Kai. And all I'm with you 100%. They're slapping the fans in the face. They really, really. This is an insult to the fans who pay a lot of money to pay these people's obscene salaries, and they're still haggling over this stuff. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And I do blame both sides, but the owners are looking really, really greedy and selfish here. They really, really are, and it's a shame. It really is a shame. Mets fans, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate that. Mets fans are welcome here too. They're gonna lose a boatload of money, Chris Schmidt. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's the players are collectively going to lose, and I was mentioning this the other day, $20 million a day, which, if you extrapolate that out towards a month, that's $600 million in revenue. The players themselves are going to lose. Just the players, in salary, which is a boatload of money. I think Dave, I think they're going to lose. Hirsch, thank you for that. I appreciate the kind words, man. I think they're going to lose a good, decent chunk of casual fans, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, Dave White. They should, because they're not treating the fans. It's it's a slap in the face. Let's line our pockets. Billionaires saying, "Let's line our pockets." We're crying poverty when it comes to paying young kids who don't make a lot of money to begin with at the rate, based on their pre-arb and stuff like that. So it's ridiculous. I'm damn right. Let's get Olson, Toby. I'm with you. Olson's my guy for first base. Olson's my guy. Now, if they get Freeman, I'm fine with it. If they stay with Voigt, I'm fine with it. But Olson's my dude. And I really hope that they put it together and get him. I really, really do. All is always keeping it real too, man. You're the best. Appreciate the love. Well, Ron, honestly, it should end tomorrow or Monday, but it doesn't look like it's going to. These guys are dug in pretty good. They're still far away. And today was the first offer of any type proposal of any type of substance. And what I mean by substance is multiple issues put forth in the same proposal. And that's what the union did today. It talked about collective bargaining threshold and revenue sharing, a lot of the big things. And MLB owners just flat out said no. They came back and were hostile to them. It was crazy, which is nuts. They do, canceling games cost owners a lot of money, but they do get the lion's share of the revenue that comes into baseball. A hell of a lot more than the players get, which is, that to me is unfair as well. But yeah, they'll lose money, big boy. You got that right. You got that right. These guys they're swimming in revenues and profits, swimming in it. Alan, what's happening? I get Mets fans. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Daily Dose is here. What's up, buddy? Mazza, Baltimore gets Herman, Licky, Hicks, Valve, White, Vargas, Crowd. Goodness gracious. They get like 12 guys. Cincinnati one. My check for 12 guys also. Mike, if those of you don't know, Mike Mazza puts forth the 3-team blockbuster trades. He's like one of the trade gurus of this channel. So he puts forth some monster trades. And honestly, it'd be kind of cool to see 3-team trades with these types of numbers. The NBA does them on occasion. It would be nice to see baseball do it with like 20 players or 30 players. He puts out some monsters. Welcome, Australia. Yeah, our fingers and toes are crossed over here too in America, man. It's Mets fans. Honestly, I think the lockout's going to end probably mid-March. But I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. They both, Carl, they 100% they look greedy. They do. Unreasonable and greedy. I'm willing to do this, but I need you to do these 3 things for me. And it's like, guys, it's so far beyond ludicrous that, and again, they wasted the whole entire month of December and into January, and not even negotiating at all. So they set themselves a month and a half behind. They set the game a month and a half behind. They did. And all I want to do is see my Savages play in the Bronx. That's it. And us Yankee fans, that's what we want to see, man. Yeah, Junior, I hear you. Olson is just, I mean, honestly, like when Void is healthy, he's a powerhouse, right? But he's rarely staying healthy recently now. He's had some issues. He's also a big dude. He's 30 years old. Freddie Freeman, superstar, but he's 32. Olson's 27. I'd rather pay if you're going to give a guy, and you could let's just say they trade for Olson, they buy out those last 2 years of arbitration, they add 5 years onto it, and it becomes a 7-year deal for whatever, 175 million, 25 per year. But you're paying for ages 27 to 34. You're getting more years of prime than more years of decline. You sign Freeman for a long year, you're going to get more years of decline than more years of prime. And you're still going to pay top dollar. That's just the kind of way. That's the way I see it. And I'd rather pay for more prime years. So they could dairy farm. They could definitely bring in replacement players, and that would suck. Well, I'm eating a chocolate ice cream, hot fudge, and whipped cream. My sundae. Chocolate ice cream makes everything better. It makes everything better. It really does. Samuel, I think the chances are low now that the deal gets done on Monday, unfortunately. Unless something miraculous happens tomorrow and Monday, even the MLB insiders are saying the same thing. But I hope we're all wrong. I really do. I really, really do. But Manfred, I mean, Manfred is, Manfred's the lapdog for the owners. So owners are the other ones that are really ruining. He's their lapdog. Just like, a lot of people say that Brian Cashman's the lapdog for Hal Steinbrenner or the Aaron boyfriend. It's the same exact thing. He's essentially the head attorney, the head lawyer for the owners, because the owners are, most of them don't want to show up and stand up in front of this and deal with it. He does the dirty work for them, but he's universally hated. Yes. So, but it's partly everywhere, but I do think it's more, the owners and Manfred bear more responsibility than the players union do. I really do. Is Freeman a Boris client? I don't think he is, actually. That's a good question. Correa is, and a lot of other players are. Freddie Freeman, agent. I think it might be Casey Close, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Casey Close. But I mean, don't be surprised if Aaron Judge goes to Scott Boras. Just don't be surprised. If he does, he does. I mean, he's earned the right to cash in. So, it is what it is. I got you, Ron. I got you. Exactly, Ola. Exactly. You hit it on the button. Right? They took a vacation in December, met for like 5 minutes. They could have been meeting. Damn right they could. They could have been negotiating left and right. Would I trade for Dom Smith first base? No, I would not. Not over Matt Olson, though. Dominic Davis, man, I appreciate that, man. Big D, man. Munson, hell yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, ice cream, I mean, chocolate ice cream makes everything better. I mean, to me, chocolate makes everything better. So I love chocolate, man. Love it. But I appreciate that, Dom Davis. And you're right, Kyle Gibbs. The owners are definitely not learning from the past. They use advanced stats when judging players. It depends what type of stats you're talking about, Emmanuel. I don't use all kinds of – I don't rely only on analytics. I rely on a lot of things. Impact on the team, how intangibles, how they impact their team, how they impact the game, and so on. So, and a lot of those things are not analytic based. Yeah, Olson's the guy for first base, in my opinion, man. He really is. There's no proof that DJ is declining yet, Yankee King. You keep saying that because you're a Torres guy. He hasn't declined as much as Torres. Torres has declined significantly ever since that 38 home run season. DJ was injured last year, got surgery, so cannot judge him yet. He's going to be fine this year. And again, I wouldn't keep saying he's declining when he's had better seasons than Gleyber Torres every single year he's been here. So, Jared Miller, what's happening, man? It's good to see you. I'm glad you came. Even a little bit's better than nothing, man. Welcome. It's always good to see you up here, man. Volpe, yeah, most definitely. I want to see Volpe and Oswald Peraza and Osvaldo Cabrera. I like those. They're good-looking prospects. Do I think it's the low market teams owners that are ones that are not budging due to low profits? Not necessarily, because they're all profitable, and they also receive revenue sharing from large market teams, which they don't always use to make their teams better. So, the most of the stuff that's going on, Colabert, is pertaining to the larger market teams, and the lower paid players, pre-arbitration players and whatnot. And they can afford to do that. I mean, I know the MLB owners have talked about a salary floor at potentially $100 million, but that's never going to happen. Not right away. You're going to have to, in my opinion, you're going to have to tier it up, maybe by $10 million a year until they get to 100. Let them gradually get there. It's the only way I think it's going to be possible for some of them low market teams to do it, in my opinion. Again, but that's just economics 101 too. Players, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, Tyler Talbot. What's up, dude? A video on top 10 MLB broadcasters backstage. Yeah, I can do that. I'll put something together for you. Sure. It's a good idea. I appreciate the suggestion. Jeter's agent, Casey Close. Yeah, I think Freeman has the same agent. No one's alive from 1919. No, not the Yankees. Yankees get Olson. That'd be awesome. He's gonna be. Yeah, I think he would be a beast too, Toby. Yeah. Judge, I mean, yeah, they should have extended him a while back, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Judge and Stanton is making a lot of money. They're 36-year-old. I wonder. I think as long as they stay healthy, if Judge stays here, there'll be some decline years, yeah, but the production right now is still elite on both of them. So, that's a good sign for now. And these guys are freak athletes. So Lorenzo's in the house. What's good? Yeah, it looks like the season's definitely going to be shorter. Where's Mazza? There he is. There's the Yankee return. Castillo, Gerrit, Suarez, Stevenson, Green. Means, my God, I like that return, Cat Mazza. That's a good return. Explain to you why Matt Olson makes. Well, the Yankees don't suck. Number one. Number two, Yankee King. He makes them better. Okay, they don't suck. Okay, they're underperforming, but that doesn't mean they suck. Maybe it's your opinion, but they don't suck. And he's the youngest of all the first basemen, and they have the prospect capital to get him. Okay, period. And he's also an arbitration player, so he cannot block any trades. But using the logic on Freddie Freeman, use the same logic. Why does Freddie Freeman make sense if we suck? Why would you bring in a guy who's 5 years older if we suck, Yankee King? Where's the logic in that? Where is it? Yeah, Billy Brand. He always leverages the Yankees. Boris. He's genius at it. Right now, they don't suck. They made the postseason last year, so even if they lost the first game, they made the postseason. So if they suck, you have to say Toronto sucks because Toronto didn't finish ahead of them. So can the GMs work on trades with other GMs? They can discuss informally. They can't negotiate anything. And no negotiating officially happens until after the lockout, Carl. This is and again, this is a lockout initiated by the owners. So, strikes are initiated by the players. Lockouts are initiated by the owners. So this is a self-imposed lockout. Borik Lazarnik, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for that, man. I'm glad you like him. I think they'll go after Freeman and Story and not Olson and save the young guys. It is very possible, David Travis. Very, very possible. And now they don't have to give compensation or compensate the high-end picks for guys with qualifying offer. So I could definitely see that, David. I mean, most definitely. And yes, Mazza's absolutely right. Olson significantly improves to first base. Yes, 100%. Judge, Stanton, and DJ. That would be kind of cool, Sean Browning, if they were all fighting for MVP, most definitely. Junior B on point, right? He's on point. Remember collusion days? Oh, and Scott Boras used to accuse the teams that didn't want to overpay for his clients. He said, oh, they're collusion, they're colluding. They don't want to overpay my clients. Is that what you're talking about, Udall? I remember that. Udall, Boras used to always accuse teams of collusion. It was comical. It was absolutely comical. Nobody wants to give my player $250 million. Collusion. Yeah. What a joke. Yep, that's right. The Mets haven't either turned 3. That's right. Chicken parm, you hit it on the nut. You hit it on the bullseye too. Both sides, they're hurting the game right now. They are, man. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. At least minor league baseball can happen if you're not on the 40-man roster, because then those guys can't report to camp. But everybody else that's not on a major league 40-man can be in spring training right now. Yeah, Billy, exactly. They're not built for a deep postseason run right now. I mean, they could go on a run, but they're not built like that. But they definitely don't suck. But yes, younger and more athletic. Exactly. Olson is younger than all these guys. Yes. No, we didn't make the postseason because we stopped using the Blue Jays excuse, Yankee King. It's not credible, dude. Stop. Worried about their families. Everybody was worried about their families with COVID. Everybody. Not only the Blue Jays. People still are. A veteran for the young guys. We have a ton of veterans here. They have to get younger. Freeman is not it. We're paying more for his decline years than his prime years. The opposite goes for Matt Olson. And Olson is still a veteran too. You don't have to be 32 to be a veteran. He's been around for a while too, and he's a solid player. David Travis, if I had to pick between Freeman and Rizzo at first, I'd go with Freeman. But if he's going to ask for too much money, then I would bring Rizzo back. I mean, Freeman's a superior hitter, but at this point, but they're both the same age. Rizzo would cost half the price, and he wouldn't tie up their payroll and prevent them from getting other guys. That's the way I see it. Yankee Kyle, appreciate it, man. Savages, man. That's that Aaron Boone saying right there when he was arguing with the umps. If only these guys negotiated like savages, it would be kind of nice. But no, they're negotiating like little peacocks here. It's just ridiculous. Michael K pointed out it can't have long term. That will be. Yeah, exactly, Alan. Exactly, Alan. At the end of the day, Edwin, I think that the players, I wouldn't say they caved, but they definitely made a significant compromise today or concession, but and the owners just still didn't accept it. I mean, it could have been a springboard to more stuff, but it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The owners right now, they just look really, really greedy. If Correa and Freeman sign here, Tyler Talbot, I'd be totally fine, totally happy, as long as they get a pitcher too at some point. Whether it's Rodon or trade for a pitcher, they got to get a pitcher too. Toby, oh, you're damn right it is. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're 100% right. Maz, I'm still following your trades here. Oakland, Miami, and the Yankees. Guys, take a look at Maz's trades when he scrolls them. They're pretty legit. What number do I think the collective bar threshold? The bottom level, Emmanuel, probably 230. I'm going to say 230 million. Basically halfway between 210 and 245, right around there, a little more than halfway. Olson is a better fit, man. Yes. Olson's a more long-term building block than Freeman is. Boras is classy, Freddie Black. Yeah, he is, Serge. I love that. That's great. If you want younger and athletic, then have Florial, Peraza, and Torres be in the lineup. None of them are first base, Yankee King. Torres is already in the lineup. He's declining. Peraza is major league ready. I wouldn't mind if he played shortstop. We've already discussed this. Florial, I prefer him to be the fourth outfielder over Gardner. We've already discussed that too. You do not have to trade DJ. You trade Torres before you trade DJ. Voit and Hicks, I'm fine with trading. LeMahieu is better than Torres, period. Until Torres proves otherwise, nothing you say about that is credible, Yankee King. You keep bringing this up, and you keep digging your own hole, dude. But go right ahead. Knock yourself out. He has to prove it on the field, and he hasn't done that yet, Torres. One solid year. One. And again, look at DJ's worst season was better than Torres. And I don't know what the hate is for DJ anyway. I don't understand. You want 32-year-old Freddie Freeman. DJ's only a half year older than Freddie Freeman. So that's a beast return for the Yankees. Montez, Olson, Murphy, Chapman, Alcantara, Rogers. That's where you go. Dude, you get 3 frontline pitchers. Yes, sign me up for that, Mazza. That sets you up long-term, baby. Yes. Check mark for you, dude. Yes, dude. And Rahul 27, I'm with you. Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, and Blue Jays. I think they'll dominate the offseason. I think watch out for the Padres and the Rangers. I don't think are done yet either. I really don't. If they sign Story, I'd be fine with that. I'll do this trade. Yankees get hold on. Matt Olson and Montez for Peraza, Sweeney, Hill, Herman, Wells, and other pitching prospect. I don't know if that's too much. What a good trade. Olson and Montez, Oswald, Trey Sweeney. You might not have to give both. You might have to give both, but you might be able to get away with giving Peraza or Sweeney. They're probably going to take Peraza because he's more major league ready, but I'd say you could probably get away with one or the other. And probably another pitching prospect. Yeah, it would have to be another prospect. But that I would be cool with that. Pixna. I would be cool with that. They better be meeting tomorrow, JL Jordan. And there was talk. I hear you, Nobi. Yeah. There was a talk saying the Yankees, not the Yankees, the players were considering just walking out of the talks. I think they'd be stupid to do it, so I do think they're going to meet tomorrow. I do think so. DJ's not on the wrong team. Why is DJ on the wrong team? Gleyber Torres is on the wrong team. Torres will get traded before DJ gets traded. That I'm pretty confident of. I'd be surprised if that was not the case. I do smell something cooking for us after the lockout too, Emmanuel. They had something that was in the works. They were close to a big trade before the lockout. I'm not exactly sure the details. They kept it tight-lipped. So I'm hoping that they revisit that, and I'm hoping it's an Oakland trade. So I don't know exactly what it is, but hopefully it goes right back to it and they strike. So I'm really hoping. Tyler, yeah, it's got to be at least 230 as well, which benefits large market teams. Doesn't really affect the small market teams. People have been, I don't understand. There's so much hate for DJ. I don't get it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they said they couldn't hit out of. He won a batting title nationally. He won one over here in the American League, 365 or something with the Yankees. That's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. He's a perfect number. If they get just to say out of fantasy land, you got Brian Reynolds, right, from Pittsburgh. You put him as a leadoff, and you have him play center. You put DJ right behind it. He's the perfect number 2 guy for the Yankees. Solid contact hitter, and then you line up Judge and the big bats after that. I mean, talk about it, man. Good, Tyler. I'm glad that they decided to meet again tomorrow at 1. It was scheduled. There was talk about the players, not going, but they'd be stupid to not go. They gotta keep pushing this. They have to. We'll see what kind of ludicrous proposal that the owners come up with tomorrow. Hope it's serious. At least the players' proposal was serious today. I mean, there's still things that I think the players need to be more realistic with, but at least they put forth something serious today. 2.5 months too late, but it is what it is. I hear you, Dominic. I hear you. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, but he's gonna get the business if he's being crazy. I mean, because everybody else is entitled to their opinion too. So, you know, it's all good. But I appreciate that, Dominic Davis. Thank you, man. Maz has got another one up on the board here. Manny Machado, Lorenzo. Ooh, baby. Padres are definitely Tatis' team. I mean, you can get Machado and you plug him in a third. I would be fine. Yeah, backstage. I'm with you too. I like DJ, man. DJ's a great player. He's a good teammate. He's a good fit here. You know, and again, I'll say this. I know Dan Work loves he loves Judge. And let me again, you know, not surprised. He's an awesome player. But they need to extend him right after the lockout. If he says no, they got to trade him. Again, it's my opinion, but that's what I would do. Torres, yeah, I mean, yeah, Cashman traded. Yeah, when they traded Chapman over to the Cubs, they got Torres, who was their number one prospect. And you know, he had a great year here, but he's declined since then. Outside of Olson, the Yankees lineup is the easiest. Oh yeah, did they run through Stanton and Judge last year? No, with the exception of DJ's injuries, no, it's not the easiest one to run through. Pitch around Judge. You don't have to pitch around Torres. You acting like Torres is a superstar. He's not. He's not there yet. Would it be nice if he became one? Yeah, but nobody pitches around Gleyber Torres. Nobody. He's not Barry Bonds. 2 AL East teams are going to make a huge sign. I would agree with that, Raul. I think there's going to be some hot action in the AL East. I really do. And I see a bounce back for DJ coming too. And I'm with you too, Tyler. Bump that minimum salary to $700 for the first year, and then you bump it up. No, you're not going to have to give up Volpe and Dominguez for Reynolds, Yankee King. They won't have to. They'll give up a lot, but not both of them. I would give up Dominguez, but not Volpe and Dominguez. Big league players and more trying. Yeah. Davey, yeah. Judge is attractive in a trade. I think Voit will get traded. Montgomery would be a big piece, but I actually hope that they lock up Montgomery long term. I'll give him a 3 or 4 year extension or something like that. He's becoming a reliable starter from the lefty side, and we need more guys like that. So, well, you're right about that, JL Draw. Why would their proposal be any more serious? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have less confidence in the owners, coming to the table than I do the players. At least the players put on the big boy pants and came to the table. Yeah, I'm confident that DJ is going to be fine this year. I think Chapman will be Tyler L. I think he'll be closing at least the beginning, but I won't be surprised if he loses his closing job to Johnny Lasagna or Clay Holmes or one of those guys, but most likely Johnny Lasagna. Montez, Monet, Olson, Murphy, Arenado. Oh, I like that return too. You can plug in Arenado at third base there, Mazza. I like it. It's a good return, Mazza. And Tyler, I'm with you there too. Reynolds will cost Medina, Dominguez, Sweeney, and another prospect. He won't cost Volpe and Dominguez. So, and the Yankees would not give up Volpe and Dominguez for Brian Reynolds anyway. They're not going to do that. I hear you, big boy. You might have to do something here. Doing an epic opening day pregame show. Would you want to record a clip for M to be a part of it? I have a ton of baseball affiliated people recording. Yeah, sure. Backstage, let's do it. I'd be happy to. Absolutely. Just let me know. I mean, shoot me up on IG. Let me know how you'd want to do it and stuff, and give me some detail, and I'll be happy to do it. Absolutely, dude. I want you to have an awesome opening day show. Rather give up prospects for Olson than Reynolds. Yeah. Yeah. Same here. Olson, yeah. Olson right now, he's the immediate need than Brian Reynolds. No, you're right about that, Davey. I mean, ooh, Oakland Yankee Phillies. Okay. Yeah. Steinbrenner he was perfect for the Yankees. He really was. He really was. Yeah, Johnny Lasagna closing. I have no issue with that at all. And I could see Chapman being traded too for a team that needs a Padres, Dodgers. There are teams that could use a Chapman right now and might be able to give up a decent prospect and take that salary off the books. Allows them to spend more. So I could see it happening after the lockout. DJ over. So do I, Toby. So do I, man. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, Kyle. I mean, they're going to have to give up a haul. I mean, because he's got 4 years of team control, and you build around him, and you build around Brian Hayes, so it will cost a haul just to get them to consider it. So let's talk about that again backstage on the podcast thing too. Let's talk about that too. Sick reports in Yankees and Gaga. Yeah, I'm with you, Chris Perez Jr. 100%. You pitch around the Judge Olson stand. You can't pitch around three guys in a row. It's not going to happen, Yankee King. It's not going to happen. And I'm not sleeping on Gal. I'm not sleeping on DJ. I'm not sleeping on other guys. There are other guys. There are other guys on that lineup that can hit. And again, Olson, I don't think is the only move that they would make this offseason. I think they're going to do something else. They're going to bring in maybe 2 impact bats. I could see them bringing in. So, but nobody's going to pitch around those guys, especially all 3 of them. That's not going to happen. Owners better wake up, or the players will pull their support for. Yeah, you got that right. Pull their support. And I mentioned that the other day. That's going to cost the owners over $100 million, and they want a 14 team playoff. The players want 12. I mean, honestly, more games. I mean, after 162 games, you don't know who the best teams are at that point. It's crazy. But more games means more money for the owners. So, dude, I like that return also. Mazza, you get Montez. If you get Montez Manea and Zach Wheeler in the same trade, oh my God. Again, adding 3 starters. I love adding 3 starters in your trades. Ballsy is crazy, but I love it, Mazza. I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, to me, Torres is overrated. He's trying to become this power hitter, and he's just not. He's not. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. You can't pitch around. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, Montgomery's just a reliable pitcher, Kyle. But I hear what you're saying. But he's getting better every year too, and we just need more guys that can just give us consistency, and he's one of them. So Torres and Voit to the Reds for Votto and Castillo. Only way I do that is if the Reds eat a chunk of Votto's money, because he still has a boatload of money left. But you can even DH Votto, and I would still go after Olson. Imagine getting Votto and Olson here, chicken parm. That would be nice. Replied earlier, what's up with Tampa Bay not playing for 5 years? What do you mean, Jason? Tampa Bay not playing for 5 years? What do you mean? Want to make sure I understand what you're saying, or asking, Jason. Don Nebraska, that's right, baby. Yeah, once the lockout's officially announced, the lockout ending, it's on. It's on like popcorn immediately. Donkey Kong, baby. I have a feeling I'm gonna be putting out 10 videos a day or 15 videos a day of breaking news. They're all gonna be short, 2-minute videos, just to let you know what's going on. I'm not gonna put out these long, detailed things because there are 300 guys that need to be signed, in a short period of time. So it's gonna be absolute bananas. But I'm gonna put them all out, and again, they'll be short and sweet, no more than 2 minutes. So it's just, these are things that people, they can binge watch and just get some insight. Oh, okay. He signed here, signed. Oh, yeah, perfect. And I'll do the same thing with trades and everything like that too. But it's most definitely it's going to be crazy once this thing ends. I mean, it's great. It's crazy. No, I'm sorry to hear that backstage. Take you to Texas for opening day. I hear that. Work my butt. You know what? Pick a different game. And it is unfortunate that this going to be. I'm guessing. It'll go down to 150 games, and then maybe from there we'll see what happens. But I could see that. Charlie Lopez, Giambi was pretty fine here in New York, actually. He'll be better than Giambi in my opinion. But Giambi was. You look at his stats. He was one of the better first basemen here in New York in quite some time. Votto and Olson, great ice cream sundae. Yeah, Dominic Davis. I haven't had an ice cream sundae, and it's been a little bit, so I was kind of craving it tonight. And after all the ridiculously frustrating news, it's a great way to kind of, wind down the night with my ice water and my ice cream. So, yeah. I only say you can pitch around those because the trio is Gary Sanchez and go behind the trio, Sanchez and Gallo. Well, you have your 70 home run guy Gleyber Torres, Yankee King. What about him? What about your big boy, your MVP guy? Did you forget about him? You haven't even mentioned them. They're going to be behind these guys. Torres ain't hitting third. What about him? You walk through those guys, and they're going to have the bases loaded for Gleyber Torres. What's your thought on that, LA Yankee King? Davey, fund manager, not take full. Yeah. George, yeah. And thank God he wasn't a long-term fund manager. Guy that owned shipping yards and all that stuff. But he did take some foolish risks, but the ROI on he bought the Yankees for $10 million and turned them into a $4 billion franchise before he passed away. Now they're worth 5+. And what do you call it? The Yes Network is also worth 5+. $10 billion from $10 million. What a return on investment. YouTube Shorts when the lockout ends. Oh, I'm going to be doing that, big boy. You know that, baby. I'll be doing that. Oh, yeah. And yes, Sean, Giambi was older when he came over here as well, and he still played pretty well. He still played pretty well when he was here. I like Olson better, though. Appreciate it, Toby. Yeah, this is. I as soon as he said that, as soon as I saw shirts being made, I had to get one. I thought it was so fitting. I got a lot of different Yankee shirts. I'm trying to rotate them here. Wilson Contreras to the Yankees for 4 years. Every day. He's not a free agent yet. He's got one more year, but if he got traded here, I would not be offended. He's a better defensive catcher and a better game call than Gary Sanchez. So I could see something like that happening after the lockout. I really could. I could also see somebody like Carson Kelly coming here from the Diamondbacks. I could see that too. They could make a multiple player trade with Arizona or Oakland or something like that. Keep putting them out, Mazza. I got them in the radar here. Your Yankee returns are legendary, dude. Yeah, I'm not jealous of the Mets either, Davey. They got to win. They haven't won a World Series since 1986. So, they're putting together a good team. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't guarantee anything. Good on paper doesn't mean anything. Yeah, well, Kyle. Well, that's true too. Walk Judge and Stanton to get to Torres. Yeah, people would probably do that. Have I ever been to a restaurant in New Jersey? Yeah, I have. I mean, not a ton. I don't live in New Jersey, but I got married on the Jersey Shore, and been to some in Jersey. I mean, I like the restaurants in New York most, but I have backstage. Depends on where in Jersey too. There's some decent ones out there. I love the diversity and the culture and the food of New York. It's just it's unique. All right, here's the Yankees return here. Corbin, Burns, Peralta, Hader, Adames, Means, Mountcastle, Rutschman. Dude, you sign me up for that any day of the week, Mazza. Wow. You can get Adley Rutschman and Corbin Burns in the same, and Mullins in the same trade, dude. Man, you're going to become a baseball legend with these trades. Absolute legend, dude. You change the game, you get one of these trades get one of these trades made, man. Officially, Mazza. Good work, man. Keep it coming. Urshela would make the pitchers pay for pitching, right? Yeah, Urshela would more than Torres would, I think. Sean. And I think Gallo's going to have a better 2022 than he had in 2021. I provide you with highlights for the season after lockout. I make them anyway. Highlights for the season after. Meaning to add to what? To add to my videos? Is that what you're talking about backstage? Or something else? I wonder what kind of proposal the owners will come out. It does feel like the players are the only ones who are seriously negotiating at the very least. I mean, today was the first serious offer the whole entire lockout. Serious proposal, Tyler. You're absolutely right. Mac Miles, I'm less confident than I was yesterday about a deal being worked out. And the MLB insiders are very pessimistic about this now. Everyday Sports. Matt Olson's also not a free agent. He's going to cost more than $85 million, that's for sure. He's going to have to get traded here, and he's going to make $25-30 million a year. He's a beast. He's a beast every day. He's got 2 more years before he's a free agent. You got around Rizzo, Judge, Stanton. Game was over. So what you're saying is your boy Gleyber Torres wasn't an impact. Didn't make an impact. Is that what you're saying? You don't know me. You don't know me anything backstage. But I mean, if we can I'll go to a game with you if we can go to a game. As long as it's safe and whatnot, and I'll be happy. I want to go to some games, so I'll be happy to meet you out there in the game. I'm happy to help when I can too, man. Especially an upcoming Yankee fan who does YouTube too. I support my Yankee fans, man. We're a family. Alcantara, Sanchez, Rogers, Chisholm, Watson, Reynolds. Oh my God. Brian Hayes and Brian Reynolds in the same trade? With Sixto? Alcantara. Oh God, yeah. Sign me up for that one too, Mazza. Sign me up for that one too. Hirsch, no, yeah, thank you, man. You're the man. God. King, you're dissing your own boy, your Torres, man. What's going on? God, Mazza trades are crazy, man. Kind of wish I was like a Dodger fan as a YouTuber because I can take all the ideas like Yankees have and turn it into Dodger have. But don't know why there are like no. There aren't many Dodgers. There's a lot of Dodger fans on here, but you're right. There's not many Dodger YouTubers. I mean, you're absolutely right about that backstage. I've looked for them as well, and they're not like Yankee ones, And I'm actually curious. I'm curious why backstage. I'm curious why myself, to be honest with you. Rain delays. Oh yeah, the honeymooners, man. I love the honeymooners. Odd Couple I love too. I met Tony Randall a long time ago. He was a really nice guy. Really nice guy. Why don't both sides get in the ring? Oh God, yeah. Settle. I would love that, Sean. Beat the crap out of each other, and whoever wins, gets the one thing they want, and then they can just go back and forth. We get this, we get that. I mean, I like that. Tony Kubek and Dwayne Stance. I like Kubek too. I really did like Kubek. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Jackie Hefe, if Torres was included in a trade to Oakland. I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. My only argument is Torres. That's not telling me why he can't pitch around. Well, first of all, I don't have to tell you anything, okay? His stats talk for themselves. Nobody's afraid to pitch to him, okay? So you're basically destroying your own arguments here. My own argument is Torres. No, it's not my only argument. Nobody's going to pitch around three consecutive guys or walk three consecutive guys. Nobody's going to do that. Okay, in the Yankees lineup, I mean, Gallo's going to be fine. Okay, Judge, Olson, Stan, even if Olson's here, when it's easy, even with Sanchez and Gallo behind them. No, they don't both suck. I mean, Sanchez had more home runs than Gleyber Torres this year. So if Sanchez sucks, what does that say about Torres? Gallo had more home runs than Torres. If he sucks, you're not really doing a good job at making your boy Torres look like a superstar here. You're not. So what's with the love? I mean, are you guys dating or something? What's going on? What's the deal? He's a good kid. He's got talent, but like, what's the you're bashing everybody and you're not even, you're bashing most of the guys in the team. For what reason? What reason? What's the reason behind it? At least if you're gonna say a guy suck, make sure his Torres stats are better. At the very least, right? Middle son saw this on Twitter. I'm thinking a lot. It's a lot of you guys from Twitter's MLB agreed to a new CBA. Cancel the next 5 year move Tampa Bay. No, that's definitely BS, Jason. That's definitely BS. That's definitely not. They can't just remove Tampa from Major League Baseball. You can't do that. Why would they do that anyway? One of the best teams in baseball. Why would they do that? Cancel the next 5. Yeah. There's no way they would do that. It is kind of ludicrous, though. It's entertaining to hear stuff like that. It really is on Twitter. I saw that earlier, too. Kind of nuts. The stuff that people put out is pretty entertaining. Could you imagine people recognizing us at games backstage? That would be kind of nuts. That'd be kind of nuts. Oh my God, it's you guys? Yeah. Sanchez is the DH, and all Gallo does is hit home runs. That's it. He also has a laser for an arm or cannon for an arm in the outfield. And again, okay, what does Torres do? Not a home run hitter, not a good defender. So what does that make him? You're bashing Sanchez. You're bashing Gallo. Okay. Sanchez is not a good catcher. We all know this. Okay, he'll probably be a DH in the NL. Okay. He's got more home runs than Torres. Gallo's got more home runs than him too. So what are you trying to accomplish here, Yankee King? Twilight Zone, yeah, Dominic. I do. Well, Rizzo is a free agent. He can't be traded every day. Gallo, I don't know. I'm not sure if Gallo will be traded. I think Voit gets traded. Probably Hicks. Matt, yeah, dude. Heck, Jackie Heffy. Mazza makes some legendary trades. He's the king of the trades on this channel. The king of trades, man. Yeah, Ken Singleton. I like Ken Singleton. He's a good dude. Contract year for Gallo, Judge, and the Kraken. Yep. So I would expect Gallo and Sanchez to be a little better than they did last year, Juan, man. That's a great movie, by the way. Fantastic movie. I would love to see Major League Baseball somehow bring back the Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Giants somewhere. That'd be kind of cool, baby. Yeah, Sanchez owned Baltimore. Gleyber Torres owned Baltimore a couple years ago too. But, yeah, Gleyber Torres. I mean, there's a lot of he's talented, but I wouldn't spend so much time bashing other Yankees and using Gleyber Torres as your example to justify it. It just doesn't make any sense, right, big boy? Yeah, Rizzo's a free agent. Yep, that's right, Jackie Heffer. That's right. Yeah. Maz is a beast. Alex Rinaldi's here. What's happening? Yankees and Giants, baby. When I get famous, man, yeah, I wonder. That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? Backstage, if we became famous, it'd be kind of nuts. Would be kind of nuts. I mean, we'll talk about mod thing too backstage. We'll talk about that too. Torres needs a fresh start on a new team. Yes, he does, Dairy Farmer. Yes, he most absolutely does. Mazza. Kraken. Yeah, I think there's a good chance the Kraken will get traded. Thanks, Toby. Yeah. Torres and Chad Green to Oakland for Olson. It'll probably cost more than that, Ron. But if they would take Chad Green and Torres for Olson, I would be all over that. All over that. I could see backstage. I could see Freddie Freeman in that Dodgers lineup. I could. I really, really could. Forget about it. He's a fugazi. Yeah. And Big Boy's got the lines tonight, man. I love it. Yeah, aspire ahead. I hear you. There better be a damn baseball season. Tyler D-backs get Torres, Florial, Josh Bro, Clark Schmidt, Davey, Alexander Hayden. Oh, Tyler's throwing out the trades now. Live calls. That's not a bad idea. Denzel Washington. Oh, what did I misheard? Denzel's the man, dude. He is the man. Billy Martin would gut this team. All right, you trade for Olson. You have Judge, Olson, Severino, Monty, Green, Gallo, Tyon, Torres becoming free agents in the next 2 years. And they're not going to sign Olson without locking him up long term. They wouldn't do that. They're going to trade him. They're going to pay him. It's that simple. They're not going to bring in a guy like that just for 2 seasons. There's no way. Green is a free agent after the next season. Yeah, so is Gallo. So is Tyon. Those, at least for those 4 guys, are up after the end of this year. Marlins get Voigt, Wells, Brennan, Screen. Oof. All right. Tyler's bringing the fire too here. Tyler and Mazza are bringing it up. If Kenley signs elsewhere, send them over Chapman. Yeah, I have a feeling Kenley Jansen might go to the Phillies. I mean, Texas might even bring him in, but I could see him over in the Phillies. Oh, I know Denzel Washington was a big Boys and Girls Club guy. You know, he paid for Chadwick Boseman, the late Chadwick Boseman's school too. He's Denzel's the man. He's absolutely. It's my favorite actor in the whole world. Like I can make a movie about kittens or orange juice, and he would make it cool. He just would. I don't know how, but he would. That's Denzel. Did I see? Oh, what I just missed. Did I see Robbie Hyde upload a video saying lockout? Yes, I did see that. Yeah, and then he took it back pretty quickly backstage. Yeah, I did see. Yankees get Bieber, Clace, Ramirez, Hedges, Reynolds, Hayes. You signed me up for that. You get Jose Ramirez and Brian Reynolds and Brian Hayes and Bieber. Oh my, yeah. Damn. I don't know where you come up with these, Mazza, but you are the trade god, dude. You're a blockbuster trade machine, bro. I like that return too for me. I love all your Yankees returns. All of them. Green, Tyon, Torres, I think Torres likely gets traded. I could see Tyon walking. I could see Green walking. Although I could see Green getting traded too. He's got some value. I could see him being moved this offseason. Could see it. Close that window. Going to catch a cold with that draft. Love it, Billy. Dodgers, Yankees, Padres. Ooh, I'm intrigued by this one, Mazza. I would agree, Sean. Billy, yeah, Billy was a gifted manager. It was just he was a good baseball mind. Unfortunately, just drinking was his demise. Your whole team is basically gone in the next 2 years. Well, that's not the whole team. The Yankees will have other guys. Remember these young prospects who can replace some of these guys? Volpe can easily replace Gleyber Torres at second. Easily. Keeps progressing. We have a lot of young prospects coming up. So the Yankees are just fine. And the number 7 farm in baseball now, up from 15. So, and they'll replace guys in free agents and trades, even this offseason. So the whole team's not really gone in the next 2 years, Yankee King. Updates with negotiating. Yeah, it did not go well today. I mean, MLB Aspire had Players Union put out a significant proposal today, and it was just shot down and like pretty much ripped apart by the owners. I put a video on it. If you take a look at it, it's my most recent video before the live stream tonight. I put out 3 videos today on updates. So take a look at them just so you get an idea. You're up to speed on what happened. And they're short and sweet videos. They're only a couple minutes long. So, but there was the birth of first significant serious offer put out today, and it was by the union. Addressed pretty much all the contentious issues. I'm with you too, Jackie Hefe. I will let somebody else pay Kenley Jansen. Johnny Lasagna is fine by me. Totally fine by me. Yeah, that's a lot of return for the Dodgers. Wow. And San Diego. Whew. Oh, I wish you had more time. That's a fantastic movie. That'd be a cool vlog at a game backstage. Yeah, I mean, once I have a baby coming in June too, so I have to figure out logistics in terms of when to get to a game. But I want to get to a couple of games. Yankees get Ketel Marte, Carson Kelly, Zach Gallen, Alcantara, Brian. Yeah, I love that return too, Tyler Talbot. That's a nasty good return. Oh God, yeah. Training day, flight. I mean, everything he does. Remember the Titans. I love his movies. Philadelphia, The Equalizer. I mean, he's the best. The Yankees get Olson. They're going to pay him not for 2. Yeah, they're going to extend him. There's no doubt about it. You don't trade for a guy like that and not extend him. You just don't. And even if they wait, yeah, Cole hasn't knocked down 2 years, but good luck getting $36 million a year at 33 years old for multiple years. I don't see it happening, Yankee King. I don't think he exercises the opt-out. He could, but at the end of the day, I don't see it happening. Walker Buehler, Bristol Gratterall, Smith, Muncy, Lux, Gort, Darvish, Machado. Love that return too, Massa. Love it. Absolutely love it. Nothing. I mean, it was just, I think he responded backstage just based on speculation that was coming out yesterday. People put out stuff. Like even people thought I was clickbaiting yesterday. But you go by what's reported. Even I said, they did it again, but people assumed that I was talking about they ended the lockout, and I never said they ended the lockout. And they just did the same shit that they've been doing over the past couple of months because that's exactly what they did. These guys are just being clowns, So, but probably backstage again, obviously we're us content creators. We want to put out stuff, and we're all excited for this thing to end. So, and when you hear something where it's right around the corner, it's coming, people get pumped. So, and again, it's not a big deal. Robbie Hyde puts out good stuff, man. He puts out really good stuff. He's a good YouTuber. He's got a good channel. Tattoos and Taurus. yeah. Maybe Robbie got hacked by man. Maybe who could have hacked him, man? He could have. I heard Mickey Rivers on the Flynn last night. What a great interview. Mickey Rivers is a class dude. I hear you, Spirehead. I hear you. These guys, I mean, they get you. You think you're gonna be like excited and encouraged, and you hear something, and then they pull the same stunt, and it's so frustrating. It's just we're all frustrated at these guys. I mean, we really are. The owners and the players union. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. He had a rough year, and he hit 30, 35, or 38 home runs or something like that, Gallo. I would take a rough year with 38 home runs. Oh, Deja Vu was fantastic too. Mike Mazza could definitely be their trade guru for the Yankees, no doubt. And I would do the same thing, Sean. I would sign Rodon and trade for another starter. They need two. If you can get two starters, you get two starters. Extended Judge, Green, and Gallo. I'll be fine letting them walk same with Chapman. Yep, me too. 39, Ralph. Yep. Thank you, Hirsch. Yeah, she's a new girl, baby girl. She's coming in June. So I'm going to have 3 girls. It's a lot of girl power up in my house. Thank you, Davey. Appreciate it. So I appreciate that. In the next 2 years, no catcher. They'll have a new catcher by then. I'm not really worried about that, Yankee King. No first base. They'll have a first base. No third base. No right field. No left field. Do you think they're going to let Judge walk for nothing? No. They're either going to extend him or they're going to trade him for somebody who's going to be in its place. So the Yankees are not. They are never going to be that shallow. Okay? Never. I'm not really worried about that. Tyone, I don't think he's going to come back anyway after next season. So they'll have another starting pitcher. They have young starting pitchers coming up. Gallo. Gallo's not a long-term fixture here. I know Torres is not a long-term fixture here. And again, they're going to be fine, Yankees. They're going to be fine. And Olson is a long-term building block. Yes, Tyler, exactly. You extend them as soon as you trade. The extension's part of the deal. You give him a big extension. So I wouldn't worry about that. Thank you, Backstage. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, man. Thank you. You are a mensch, bud. I appreciate you. Udall, yes. Yep. I love all of his movies, Udall. I really do. He's a cool dude in real life, too. Really cool guy. Bucky Dent. I went to the Bucky Dent baseball school as a scouting combine. Bucky Dent's a cool guy, too. I met him. He's a nice dude. Oakland Yankees, Toronto. Oh, yeah, all right. Thank you, Udall. Thank you. Yeah, Kyle. I mean, he was thrown to the wolves over here, Gallo. He had to adjust and stuff like that. It's a different. Starting the season with the team, I think he's going to be in a much better place. Yeah. Oh, John Q. Aspire. Yeah, that was a great movie with his son, the heart. Yeah, John Q. That's a great movie. Really great movie. Chad Green to the Braves for Dan's response. Could you imagine that? That'd be nuts. Bucky Dent Park in Hell. Oh, that's pretty cool, Ralph. Bucky Dent School was in Jupiter, Florida, and they have a mock-up of Fenway Park, almost pretty much a life-size Fenway Park built there for training and for games and stuff like that. And we played in it. It was really cool. Glory had Matthew Broderick. Yep, and also had Morgan Freeman. That was a great movie too. Thank you, Mazza. Thank you, buddy. Man on Fire is that was a really good movie. Christopher Walken, he's crazy. Creasy Bear. Mark Anthony. Dakota Fanning, is that her name? Dakota Fanning? Oh, me too, big boy. Me too. Thank you, Davey. I appreciate that, buddy. Oh, I'm looking forward to that too, Kyle. The retiring Paul O'Neill's number. That's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, Exactly, chicken parm. Hustle. It's one of the important intangibles of this team that the Yankees lacking right now. So they need some of that. They need some of it. Yeah, I think Gallo's going to shut people up too. I do. And he looks pretty good. I just saw footage of him working out. So in the cage and doing some stuff. He looked pretty good. He looked really fit, and he looks like he's in good shape. So does Voit. Voigt's actually been training all offseason with Rafael Devers. How do I know he's not going to want to test for injury? If they give him the extension he wants, because he's part of signing the extension, he's not going to want to test for agency at age 30. He's not going to get what he wants. He's not going to get more 30 than he would at 27. Yankee King, that's common sense, dude. Common sense. Tino trade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dominic, too. He's shy. I think I think also would be great here with the Yankees. I really do. Well, yeah, Judge. At the end of the day, I think they'll lock him up long term. I do. Yes, sir, Sean. I didn't know you were a service, man. Thank you for your service, Sean Brown. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Aspire, yeah. I mean, I root for the Mets. I have a lot of friends and a lot of family members who are Mets fans, but I never root for them over the Yankees, obviously. But I want them to play well too, the Mets. Just like I want the Giants and Jets to play well in football. Tyler Talbot, yeah. I think I don't think the Padres are giving up enough there for Chad Green. You might have to add. You might have to add something there, like C.J. Abrams. Kyle, thank you. She's not here yet. She's not. She's coming in June, Kyle, and we're excited. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Dominic, yeah, heck yeah. Tino is an integral part of those championships runs. So are Scott Brocious and the rest of them. I think Olson would be another guy to help take us there. Olson's a beast. Your questions you ask. You haven't been asking questions. You've been bashing Yankee players. Okay. And when you get called down on, then you start to do this. Oh, I'm worried long. No, you're not. You're spending so much time bashing the Yankee players. No justification in bashing DJ. Calling Gleyber Torres an MVP contender, all this stuff. No evidence to either. If he becomes an MVP candidate, fantastic. But that's the time. What's the point? What's all the bashing? You call yourself a Yankee fan. It looks like you're posing like one. Posing is one. So what's the point? Yeah, I know. He always calls him a bottom 5 GM. That's just somebody he likes probably said that, and he just goes with it. So, he's got more rings than anybody. Proof is in the pudding. When the Yankees finish fourth and miss the postseason, don't come crying. You're all going to bring 27 rings. Nobody's going to come crying. And don't come crying either when DJ has a better season than Torres. But you're not really, you keep saying the Yankees are going to finish fourth, that you wanted them to be better. Call yourself a Yankee fan. Exactly, Ralph. If you're going to overpay, make it for a 300. Exactly, dude. Live call. Big boy, what do you want me to live call? Oh, live call this man? Yeah. Yeah. I should, right, big boy? I should. I really should. We should just duke it out, man, big boy. I mean, we really should. He might be a closeted Red Sox fan or a Met fan or something like that. Here we go. Mazza keeps putting out the trades, man. I love it. I agree. Adding a healthy DJ would be like adding something via trade. I hope maybe if Andujar stays here, I hope he, gets opportunities to contribute to. I have a feeling he might be traded this offseason though. In National League, so yeah, big boy. I would be surprised, honestly, if they brought in Correa. I really would. I really would. Montez, Olson, Chapman, Murphy, Berrios. Ooh, Berrios, Bichette. Ooh, whoa. I like that one too, Mazza. I like that one too, bud. You get Montez and Berrios here. That's a nice addition. I like it, Mazza. Yeah, Olsen. Again, I like the 5 years younger. I bet you do, Kyle Gibbs. I'll give you this. Josh Allen's a hell of a quarterback. He's a hell of a quarterback. I hope Zach, my guy Zach is, close to what, what your boy is now. He's a stud. Allen's a stud. He's an absolute stud. So it's all good, Kyle. I'll root for the Bills as long as they're not playing for the Jets. As long as they're not playing the Jets. 300 hit with power. Yep. Bring up Matt Olson, baby. You can sign Bryant and Carlos Rodon and Trevor Story for the price of one Carlos Correa. I mean, think about that. You really could. You really could. Yankees Dodgers World Series would be phenomenal. I want them to be better. That's why I wanted Manny Act. Doesn't matter. There's no guarantee Acta was going to do anything. Cone helping the pitching staff with Blake. This team can be fixed, but I don't trust Cashman to make the moves needed. That's not what you've been saying. Okay, I remember you saying Manny Acta, but there's no guarantee he's going to be a great manager here for the Yankees. There's no guarantee. None. I don't trust Hal to give Cashman the leeway he needs to make the moves that the Yankees need. I trust Hal less than I do Cashman. Ola, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. June Mafia, baby. And I have another one already, too. I'm a June baby. My youngest daughter right now is a June baby, and my soon-to-be youngest daughter will also be a June baby. There'll be a lot of June up in a lot of Geminis up in my house, man. A lot of Geminis. Dominic, yeah. I'm getting the same feeling, Dominic Davis. I hear you, man. And Jason Long, yes, amen to that too. Amen to that. Yeah, I know Berrios unfortunately won't come in. They just locked him up long term too, Toronto. So it was a smart move for them. Chris Schmidt, it's good to have you, man. Have a good night, buddy. I'll wrap it up in a little bit too. Yankees make moves and finish over fourth place. Please agree to everyone here. They make big moves. I don't see them finishing fourth place. I don't. Dream off season for Tyler Talbot. Signed Freeman and Correa. Nice. Trade for Reynolds, Rodon, Luis Castillo, Suzuki, Villar for Denver. Oof. That's definitely not a fourth place team right there, Tyler Talbot. And none of these trades that Mazza is making are going to put us in fourth place either. They're going to make the Yankees a hell of a lot better than fourth place. These trades are monsters, man. I mean, Correa's a stud, but I know. I'm leery as to whether it's going to happen, but if they get him, he's definitely going to make the team better, Correa. Leeway in 2010, yeah, but not full carte blanche. He's overruled Cashman a lot. Leeway is one thing, carte blanche is another. He's been overruled before by the Steinbrenners. Donald looks like a young. Ooh, that's a good. Like Shawshank, Tim Robbins too, Hirsch, right? Lorenzo, Gemini, fellow Gemini, man. Gemini's rock, man. They rule the world. Ron Duffling, same to you, buddy. Have a great night, man. Thank you for coming. If the lockout continues, I don't think it's going to be done for the year. Ugly hood rat. I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be out for the year. It's going to be a shortened season. Yes, I'm very confident of that, but I don't see the season being a loss. No, they'd be stupid to do it. Really stupid. Castillo, Gerrit, Suarez, Green. Ooh, Green. Honey Green, Winker, Montez, Olson, Soto, Strom, Chapman. Again, see that another return that would put the Yankees way higher than third place, Mass. All your returns make Yankees a much better than a fourth place team, even though they're not a fourth place team as we speak. Well done, bro. Well done, dude. 25 other teams in the league aren't better than the Yankees. Exactly, Kyle. Cash might not be a top 5 right now, but he's not a bottom 5. Yeah, it's just a talking point that he uses all the time, Kyle. That's right, Dominic Davis. That's 100%. June 1st. That my youngest daughter's June 1st. Hold on, my youngest daughter is June 1st. I love it. March, June, July in my family. We have that too. Tyler, I have March in my family. My wife has a lot of August in her family. Taurus could catch me. Maybe, Chuck. Yeah. Dairy Farmer June. Nice. I've not been to any Neck backstage. I'm not. They had Olson. They are not a fourth place team. Mm-mm. And Olson would not be the only move they make anyway. No. They have a lot of moves to make, and they're going to make several moves this offseason. Might not be all superstars, but they don't need to be all superstars. They have several moves that they're going to make this offseason, just like a bunch of other teams. So that's pretty cool backstage. Well, he's like a regular looking dude backstage. So I could see that. March 17th. Nice, dude. Cashman can be number. Yeah, I would agree, man. He's a top guy if he gets the opportunity to. Yeah, there's no way Olsen would be the only move. They're not going to make only one move. So, same thing, Ola. I mean, your youngest kid, Davey, my youngest kid, she's also June 1st. Ola's June 1st. This is awesome. This is awesome. My oldest daughter, her name is Brooklyn, actually. And she watches, look, it's daddy. Look, it's daddy. She watches my videos. It's really cute. It's really, really cute to see her watching my videos. Just pops up sometimes on TV. It's cute. And my youngest daughter's a Yankee. My oldest, Brooklyn, she's a Yankee fan. So she wears her Yankee pajamas and her Yankee stuff just like daddy. So yeah, Tyler, that's a beast team. Beast team. And yes, 100% Olsen makes the team better on day one. Darn right. March 14th. All right, man. That's Pisces, right? Yeah, Pisces. That's right. Castillo, Gerrit, Suarez, Green, Walker, Montez, Olson, Soto, Strong, Chapman. Beast. Beast mode, Mazza. Beast mode. Since he's missed on more lead starting pitchers from 2020. Other teams have missed out on boatloads of starting pitchers too. Yankee King. 2020, 2010 to 2021. How many World Series do the other teams have in that time period? Not a ton. So there are other teams who have not won World Series in that time frame either. Oh, that's cool backstage. I didn't know that. I appreciate that. I'm going to keep that one in mind. Thank you, Jason Long. Appreciate that, man. Hinch is the Tigers manager, yeah. Big boy, 100%, bro. 100%. We don't bash each other, man. This is we support each other. We give each other insight and feedback, and all that stuff. Thank you, Businesses for Liberty. Thank you. We agree. We disagree. Jason Long, have a great night, brother. Great night, man. Could have traded Ellsbury plus. No, he could not. They weren't going to take Ellsbury for Verlander. What planet do you live on? He was injured. He wasn't even playing, Yankee King. They're not going to get Verlander. Who told you this? Thank you, Backstage, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Always good to have you on, bud. I know. Today's your happy birthday, Davey son. All right, happy birthday. Don't worry, Backstage. Don't worry, buddy. Looking for a house in Connecticut. I'll be there. I appreciate that, big boy. I'll hire you as my agent. I'll hire you as my agent if we get one in California. I mean, in Connecticut, buddy. Definitely want to support the fam. Definitely want to support the mafia. Where's Jock? Don't be surprised if he goes to Texas. Don't be surprised if he goes to Kansas City. Or there's a couple of teams that he'd be a good fit on. He really does. Greed definitely is a stain on MLB, Ronald Williams. You're 100% right. Yeah, I think he would have probably gotten Trout for Ellsbury. I think you're right, Aspire. Ellsbury for Verlander. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, he had speed, Sean, and then his last 4 years he had some funky injuries. I don't know how. Udall. Pleasure, buddy. Mazel tov. Always a pleasure, Udall. Thank you. Backstage. Night, buddy. If the Tigers wanted better prospects, they could have gotten Frazier and kept Perlin with Ellsbury for Verlander very easily. Nope. How do you know this? There is no way they were going to give up that little for Justin Verlander when he was prime. There's no way. No way. And look at the guys you just mentioned. None of them panned out. Then again, there's no way. Why would they ever do that trade? An overpaid Ellsbury who hasn't played in like 3 consecutive years for Cy Young Award winner Justin Verlander? Yeah, okay. Olson in the starting pitcher from Oakland, we haven't spent the time for players in free agency. Exactly, Kyle. Exactly. Yeah, Ellsbury was a disaster. Dominic, it's a good one, buddy. Yes, you're absolutely right, Mazza. 2 big splashes away from yes. 100%, bro. 100%. And I'm with you too, Tyler. No other sports this greedy. Exactly. Exactly. 2017. Yeah. Ellsbury was 33 years old, played a little more than half a season that year. His stats were not good at all. And you think the Tigers were going to take that for Cy Young, Justin Verlander? Come on, dude. Come on. Would we like that? Yeah, but we all know that's not going to happen. Detroit got Franklin Perez, minor league outfielder Daz, minor league catcher Jake Rogers. What he would. It's better return than Jacoby Ellsbury. I would agree with that, Mazza. That one of them big splashes would be Olson coming here, and Olson with a pitcher would be a bigger splash. And I would not be surprised at all if Torres was included in that trade. Damn right they play for the love of the game. And those guys, Sean Brown, a lot of those guys were in the military. They fought in World War II. They had second jobs, all this type of stuff, and they played. Like now it's just the epitome of greed. Greed. So it's a shame. It really is a shame. Yankee King, more prospects, a great deal for the Yankees, but the Tigers would never accept that, ever. Have two studs at the top of the rotation come postseason. Yes, 100%, Dominic. They need another stud, man. McCall, they do. Yes, they do, Ben Snow, 100%. Oakland wouldn't want Torres. He makes too much money for him. No, he doesn't. He makes half of what Olson makes. Half. And Torres and prospects with a lot of years of control, yes. Torres makes half of what Olson makes. So it would be net savings. Pitcher can we sign for 2023? Ooh, I'm not sure who the free agents are, big boy. That's a good question. I mean, for this season, they can sign Carlos Rodon. I got to look at the free agent list, big boy. That's a good question. Yeah, Cap is doing okay in Oakland. Yes, he is. But they wouldn't take a package like that for Justin Verlander. If they did, they would fire the GM and the assistant GM and the GM's family, but fire everybody. Exactly, Brunson. Exactly. Buying the cable, the merch, and paying to exactly. What kind of deal do I think about? I think we'd probably get a top 20 prospect, maybe a top 15 prospect for a team, or maybe two prospects, but from 11 to 20 for Voigt. Voigt's got 3 controllable years, so he'll get some kind of value here. 1 or 2 decent prospects, and that I would go. I would be okay with that. KLK guy was a disaster, Edwin, but that's what I think they would get. Woody Wood. How many Clay Holmes like deals has Cashman? I hope he's not thinking about any. I would not move Clay Holmes. Now I would move for a guy like Clay Holmes. Yeah, we can get another gem like that, Kyle. 100%, bro. 100%, man. Yankees best rookie to see. It depends on who's not traded and who is traded. If Oswald Peraza's here, then I think he'll probably be the best rookie. My guess. Dense, no. He's the most major league ready. Yeah, I do think if they trade I'm with you, Mazza. I think if they trade for Olson, it's going to be Olson and a pitcher. I'm with you there. I haven't seen the full free agents list yet, big boy. I think at that point, they would have traded for a catcher or have somebody coming up through the system. Let me see. 2023 MLB free agents. Let's have a look at this big boy and see. Let's see if they get a buy position here. Positional. I can tell you right now. Catcher. The list is not updated yet, big boy. At least that I can say. Not updated yet. They definitely need catching depth. That's 100%, big boy. You know that one. A bullpen is ridiculous, big boy. Damn right it is. Scary as heck. Cashman is graded under the radar trades. Crazy you don't think like the trades that bring back guys like Clay Holmes, and Gio Urshela, stuff like that. Aaron Nola, yeah, he is a free agent after next year. Yes. Hicks, oh man, I don't know. It's a good question, Michael. Somebody would, I just don't know. Get him over to a team like Kansas City or something like that. That might be good. Not many teams would take Hicks, but I know there were a couple teams that might gamble. Let me San Francisco. A team like that might do it. They might. Oh, legit. Anthony Sigler, Antonio Gomez. Well, as of right now, Austin Wells is still a catcher. And they've said actually yesterday or today that they want to keep him there. So, and he's another one. So, they have some guys. Couple. Not a lot. They need more depth. And I keep saying that. So, they do. Hicks to the sticks. I love it. Tyler and Brunson. I love it. Tucker Barnhart. Oh, he's a free agent. Okay, Martin Maldonado. He's a little older. Roberto Perez. Zunino. Zunino's a free agent. That's right. He signed, exercised the option with Tampa. That's a good one, big boy. He's a guy I would look at. Maldonado's older. Tucker Barnhart might be an appealing option. Between those guys, Barnhart and Zunino would be my guys of interest. At least for me, big boy. Thank you for bringing up that list. Wilson Contreras and Gary Sanchez too. Hirsch. Sorry, Wilson Contreras and Gary Sanchez would be free agents if they're not extended or whatever before that. So those guys too. $142 games could be. That could be it. It could be it this year. He's more of a first base type. I've said that too, but they said today or yesterday that they're going to try to keep him at catcher. So we'll take with that, and we'll see what happens there. Christopher Miz, I think that I could see the Dodgers signing Freddie Freeman over trading for Matt Olson. I could say I think Freeman's going to wind up with the Dodgers. I really do. Mazza, thank you for your great trades. And save some of those whoppers. Okay? Save some of those whoppers. I think when I get you and Tyler on the live, we'll address those, man. But I thank you as always, Mazza, for your input and your support. You're the man, dude. I appreciate you. I would love to steal Zunino from the Rays. He would be a guy. You too, Mazza. Good night, bro. I'll wrap it up in 5 minutes, too, for everybody. Hicks on the Major League team. Somebody will acquire Hicks. I mean, I don't think you'll get much value back. I'm with you, too, Davey. You get a marginal prospect. If you can get marginal prospect and salary relief, I would do that. Posada and Pedro opposing. Well, that would be fun. Lawrence Peter. Yeah. Yogi. George Herman Ruth. That was Babe Ruth's name. Man, my pleasure, dude. I'm going to keep them coming, man. I'm going to keep them coming. Yeah, Barnhart. I mean, if I can go between the two, I would go Zunino or even Wilson Contreras. But Zunino would be the most appealing option for me. But Contreras, if you can get him, why not? Travis d'Arnaud. I don't know if he's a free agent or not. Yeah, Zunino would be nice. He's got a good bat, too. Yeah, Mez, I think I could see Freeman. He would be perfect in the Dodger blue, white and blue. He really would be. Great guy, and they have guys coming off the books anyway, so I think he would be a good fit there. He brings championship pedigree to a team that, is aggressive in their pursuit to win championships. So Dodgers are a great team, well run. I mean, he's the type of guy that would be perfect there. Keita Marte or Suzuki? Probably a Suzuki, but only because he won't cost a boatload of players. Chris Perez Jr., but if they got Marte, I would play him at second and not outfield. Dairy Farmer, have a great night. Rock Castle, Kentucky, man. New York City, Kentucky. Together, man. Together. Suzuki-san. Yeah, JT Real Muto. I know he's got a couple years left, but he might be. Maybe you can trade for him, my gosh. Real Muto's a stud. Dodgers, yeah. I mean, if they lose Bauer, yeah, they would. Don't be surprised if they trade for like the Luis Castillo quickly too. Dominic Davis, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on, and we appreciate you. Have a great weekend, Dominic. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Dale Barry and Bobby Mish. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Dale Barry, why you just brought me back, man? Dodgers Yankees World Series would be phenomenal. Suzuki would look great in Prince Price. So would Matt Olson, man. He would look perfect here. So yeah, they're now meeting there. So, and it was a very rough day today, boss man. I put 3 videos out earlier today on it. So if you want to see what happened, all the details, take a look at them. They're really short videos, only a couple minutes each. But the Players Union put forth an aggressive proposal today, and did not work. Did not go well for the owners. So, if I got Marte to play, what I do with DJ? DJ becomes a super utility guy. Plays all the infield positions except for shortstop. That's an easy one. MJ, if you can get MJ Melendez from Kansas City, Kyle, I mentioned him quite a few times. He's a guy you trade assets for. He's definitely a guy you trade assets for. Kyle Gibbs, have a wonderful night too. Blue Jays versus Brewers. That could happen 2022. It could. He can play third base. But again, super utility guy. He would rotate around. So even DH a little bit too. Michael King, right? I think both of them should be long relief guys or swing guys, at least for the start of the season, big boy. And then if he works his way, they build up some arm strength, and I would put him in a rotation if they show they can handle it. I'm not worried about King as much as I am worried about Severino in terms of health. So that'd be my take on it. I would personally have King, Nestor Cortez, and Severino as swing guys. So a lot of starters. Yes, we do, big boy. You're right about that, man. Yeah, I could see that happening too. Owners put out an aggressive offer and players decline. I could see it. It's just going to be tit for tat and back and forth. It's just ridiculous. Best rotation in the AL East. There's no clear-cut dominant rotation. They're just kind of top-heavy, and then a decline from number 1 down right now, at least. So Red Sox lost one of their starters. So did the Blue Jays, even though they have Berrios and now they have Kevin Gausman, they lost Robbie Ray. So, and DJ's fine. I'm not worried about DJ at third base. Exactly, big boy. Exactly. But Berrios and Gausman, that's a nice one too. And they got some young, dynamic starters behind them. So the Blue Jays are probably leading in the AL East. Boston's up there too, though. And they got Sale now being healthy. Sale's disgusting when he's on and he's healthy. So Alek Manoah, he's another one. Yep. The Red Sox did lose. Was it Eduardo Rodriguez? I think his name was, to Tigers. Oh, Hinge and Rio too. That's right, Manoah and Rio. Yeah, so they have a solid 4. Blue Jays. If we got Rodon be the best 1-2 punch, I would agree. I agree. Yes, and our bullpen with you, big boy, is kind of all over the place. I mean, they got versatility. They have power. They have craftiness. Our bullpen is super duper elite. Super duper. The Blue Jays also lost Marcus Semien. They're gonna have to try to replace some of that offense. So Bauer does make good. Yes, he does. And I've seen Bauer pitching this offseason and doing some bullpens with live hitters, and he's nasty right now. Nasty. And that's the thing, Rahul. I hope if they get Rodon, he stays healthy. So Yeah. Yankees have a ways to go, Popa Sports. Yep. And nasty name. Oh, yeah, they have Valdi too. Yep. Yep. Sale and Valdi. That's a good one too. They could. They could trade for Ramirez and sign Chris Bryant. Yeah, they could. But we need more pitching, Yankees. So there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. They lost Robbie Ray, yes, but they replaced him with Kevin Gausman from the Giants. But again, there's no guarantee he's going to be great here either. So Robbie Ray's now at Seattle, so he makes them better. And Abe Brunson, yes, we need starters who can give length so that the bullpen doesn't get taxed. That's right. Yeah, I agree, big boy. Yankees, they could be the best team in the American League. They just need a couple moves this offseason to make that possible. Yeah, Evaldi, I mean, he pitched well against the Yankees for a couple years. This past year, especially towards the end of the season, they crushed him, especially Giancarlo Stanton. That was nice to see. Yeah, they have. I mean, Jose Ramirez would cost a ton of prospect capital. Ton. I'm with you too, Jay Burlington. It's just too many games, man. Yankees getting Olson makes more sense than getting Freeman. You're just trying to get somebody on your side here, Yankee King. Like, Yankees, Olson makes more sense than Freeman. So, I remember that, Randy Johnson. Yeah, Udall. I remember that, buddy. Be nice if they won the AL East. It would be really nice. They could trade for Soto. It would be a far-fetched one, but yeah, could. They could. Yankees can get Olson without Volpe. At the end of the day, I think they do give up Peraza if they can get Olson. Oh, yeah. J Luck, if I had create my own crystal ball, I think it's going to wind up being like 140 to 144 games or something like that. I think it will be delayed several weeks, unfortunately. Olson will cost 2 top 10. Yeah, he'll cost 2 top 10s. No doubt about that. And he should. He should. He's a stud. You don't give up Volpe for all you. No. Atlanta's not going to give up their number one prospect for Olson. No. They're not going to give Volpe for him under any circumstances. None. I like Brett Gardner too, but I'm over it too. I'd rather move on. Give up someone else. Clemens Moose, the big unit, Pettit and Wells. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm not sleeping on the Dodgers. They'll make moves. Julio Urias? Yeah, I don't think he'll be traded either. Yeah, Guardy, I can coach. Yeah, I just wouldn't have him playing anymore. I definitely wouldn't have him starting. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think Freeman goes to the Dodgers, and Olson is definitely worth the risk. I would laugh if the Mets got Freeman. I would laugh if they got Freeman and didn't go to the World Series. There's no guarantee they go to the World Series even if they get Freeman. What are they going to do with Pete Alonso? They're going to make him DH? 100% Raul 27. 100%. Yeah, Mullins to the Yankees would be awesome, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I could see 140 games, man. I could see it. 100% Raul 27. 100%. Yeah, they could do that too. Yankee King. Yep, Blue Jays. They could. I don't know if they'll spend the money, but they could. And if they can't get Olson, don't be surprised if they go after Brian Reynolds and even expand the trade. Yeah. Yeah. Would they extend the season to make it? Nah, I don't think they do. They've already said, the owner said, if they lose games, there's no way they're going to make them up. So, they will not be adding games or rescheduling games. So if a deal is not made and agreed upon by Monday, there is no way there's 162 games. They made that clear. So I would pass on Gardner too at this point. I like him, but I would pass on him. So these owners need to wake up. They need to wake up, man. They do. Yeah, exactly, big boy. Exactly. Wampag Doodle's in the house. Wampag Doodle, what's good, man? What is good? Yeah, it will be delayed, unfortunately, but let me let you guys go. I appreciate you coming on. If Freeman went to the Toronto, then they traded Jose Ramirez. I don't think they signed Freeman and trade for Jose Ramirez. But crazier things can have happened, so we'll see. But I want to wish you guys all a great night. Have a great weekend. Thanks for coming on. A lot of fun discussion. Keep an eye. If anything happens tomorrow, I'll be putting it out. So, and obviously anything that comes out moving forward, I'll be putting it out. And so they got to get this thing done by Monday. But it's unlikely. But anything, if they pull off a miracle, that would be awesome. But have a great night, guys and gals. Talk to you next time. Peace.